Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today from our friends at Ciao, I have the wonderful Sicilia collection. We have the creative pad in A4, and we also have the 6x6 paper pad. They make beautiful cards like this one, and this one even has a secret little magnet. That's right, I'll show you all about it, so come back and play with us. So let's take a peek inside the 6x6 paper pad, get multiples of each one. And they have beautiful florals, lots of beautiful lemons, little birds. This is an Italian company, so we have lots of really beautiful scenes here. And the back, of course, it's double-sided, so you're getting 2 of each. Beautiful Italian tile prints on there as well. Gorgeous, gorgeous, you guys. I'm trying to figure out if this is the best way to show you these. I think we'll try to do 2 at a time. And then the back, 2 at a time. This one. I had a lot of fun playing with these. And as I said, really gorgeous with all those beautiful lemons. Just feels like spring and summer. That one. And we've got this cactus. And these beautiful tiles, very ornate. And this one as well. Okay. Then we've got the creative pad. And what makes this a creative pad is you turn this over and it's really heavy on the cutouts and lighter on the background paper. So for example, this is the cover. So they're giving you this 2/3 of the sheet is this tile. And then the rest is beautiful art. These are like card toppers. We cut them out and you can just have a finished card. And then you have the background. I'd say that the strongest part of the creative pad are the beautiful cutouts. What's a shame is that if you wanted to use the patterned paper on the back, you would have to lose some of the cutouts. But I just solved that problem by using the 6x6, and I'll show you how I did that. I love all the tags, and then they've got these little sentiments that you can cut out. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And then this one's sort of an extra large size, almost, I didn't measure it, but I'm guessing it's about a 5x7. I'm going to use that in a card we're going to make together. And the last one, there you go. All right. So let's get right to it. This first one is a center step card. And when the recipient opens that, it just stands on its own. It's got these little side panels, it gives it a little dimension. And you can make this in 2 different ways. We have them already pre-die cut, pre-folded. They come with the envelopes. There's 5 cards, 5 envelopes. Wow, I grabbed the wrong one. That is not even the center step card. I bet you're all screaming at me going, that's a pop-up box. Wow, was I in a hurry this morning? Okay, well, it looks just like this, except it's not this at all. It's a bunch of pop-up cards. Look down below the video and you'll see that they're all listed down below. That's funny. All right. I can't even say that it's super early in the morning. It's like 10 a.m. All right, so we also have it in the cutting die, and I did grab the right one on this one. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So this die, it's all solid metal here. We do that so it doesn't get bent or warped, and it is under 6 inches, so it'll fit through your Gemini Junior or your Big Shot with no problem at all. I'm still laughing at myself. All right, so yeah, for this one, I used I'm trying to remember which one I used. I think I used the paper pad for this one. Maybe I used both. I think I used both. Believe it or not, I had this written down. Yes, I did. I used a 6x6. Okay, so I'm really thrown by that card back. All right, so for this one, I used the 6x6, and I used this beautiful lemon. Just saw it in here. Gorgeous, this one right here. All right, so you guys cut this one down to fit right here, right? And then I inked it with my favorite brown ink. This is the Friar Brown. Inked those edges, glued that right here to sort of a square shape. And then I just took some tile paper. This is a great way to use some scraps that you have left over from the 6x6. And I just took a strip and glued it here and here. And then this right here we've got is the straight line. Here they are. These are colorful straight line dazzle stickers. And these are wonderful, you guys. One of our wonderful customers recommended these and said, I love your border dazzle stickers, but I love the straight ones the most. Could you just do a whole pack of these? And so Paulette really listens to you guys. So she absolutely did that and put that together. And that's what I used there. And then I used a little bit of gingham because I just love gingham. And the blues and the greens and the yellows worked really, really well with this. And then if you look right there, you can see my little Get Well, and that is from the Pearl and Pastel We're Together Dazzle stickers. And I use that one right there, but they come in all colors. And I noticed the gold and the greens and the blues, once again, worked really, really well with this collection. There. I want to show as many of these colors as I can. This pack is really jam-packed full of colors. There's the green. All right, there's the first one. What do I have listed for the second one? My little pocket card. So for the pocket card, I use the 6x6. Once again, this is a 5 by 6.5 inch card. This one was so easy to make, you guys. So I took my 6x6 paper. Let's see if I can find the one I used. It was towards the front. Yeah, here we go. So I took this one, okay, and I glued it just like this, and then I trimmed off the excess. And then I took this one, which has got this beautiful lemon, and here we go, right here. I use this one, turn it around, put it right there, and then I glued it only here, here, and here, and then trimmed that even with my card. So glue it like you would a pocket, leaving the top open. Then once that's glued, turn it over, and then I just use my scissors, and I just went snip, 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 instant pocket. Okay, so then you've got your little pocket, and you'll see I've got some little crystals on here, and these are lemon colored crystals. They worked so well with this whole collection. And I just used my little applicator bottle filled with Cosmic Shimmer Specialist acrylic glue, and just use that to place little dots of glue here, and then just stuck those crystals on right there. We have tweezers that you can use to do this, okay, that make that process easier, but I didn't use those. I just added those with my own little tweezers. All right, and then for the magnet, okay, which tucks right in here, you guys, I just used one of the cutouts from the 6x6. First of all, I took one of the patterned papers that has that beautiful tile on it. I'm not going to take the time to find it, but and then I took our fancy square chipboard. You can buy these in a 6-pack, okay? And I took that and I just glued it to that beautiful tile paper. And this is a different tile paper, but it works great for my purposes. Use Cosmic Shimmer glue, covered one side of the chipboard, glued the paper to it, let that dry for a few minutes, and then I'm just going to take my tiny scissors, and when you turn this chipboard side up, you guys, it makes it so easy just to cut against that chipboard, just like this, all the way around it. But actually, I'm not going to cut all the way around it. And then sometimes it's hard to get in those little spots right there. So what I do is I just take my little sanding block, turn that over, and sand the edges of that. And not only are you going to get a really nice fit, you're going to expose kind of a white edge, okay, all around that. And it's just a little bit of a distressed edge. Makes this whole process super, super fast. Okay. And then I added one of those little We're Together Dazzle stickers, says love you, and some crystals on there. And then I just took my roll of foam tape. Here we go, you guys. Remember the jumbo roll of foam tape. This is 50 yards or 150 feet, and it's around 20 bucks, and it is the greatest bargain. and just put, you know, about 3 long strips on the back of this, centered that right there on my chipboard. And then this little magnet, you can get these at the Dollar Tree, just glued one right there. And then it's just going to tuck right in your little pocket, just like that. So when you give this as a card or a gift or whatever, then your friend can just take this out and, oh wow, a little fridge magnet, and they can just put that right up there. How cute to make ornaments this way too, for Christmas, of course, using a Christmas or Easter theme. All right, so that's a quick and easy one. All right, now we've got slimline card. Let me put away my 6x6 paper here. All right, so for this slimline, which is 8.5 by 3 inches, okay, and we have these just like our 5 by 6.5 inch cards. They come in bundles where it comes with the cards and the envelopes. And for this one, I took this paper right here because it wasn't using, you know, it was using the cover and things like that. Although you could cut out your cover too. And I just placed it right there, and it fits so nicely on that slimline size card. And then I just went to the Creative Pack, and we have all these cutouts, you guys, just amazing. And I found one, this one right here, was just the right size to fit across a slimline card. And then I took some of the cutouts that they have in here, and I cut out some of these little lemons, and also these little circles. Those are cutouts that are in there. And I foam taped this rectangle. Then I used my little scissors to cut out the lemon, and I foam taped that across from this printed one. And then I glued and foam taped. Like these two are glued, this one's glued, these two are foam taped, these little circles. And then I added some of those little crystals on there. And then of course added my little greeting from that same Pearl and Pastel We're Together. Okay, so this one was a really, really quick card to put together. So for my last one, you guys, I thought we would put together a card. I've got my little pieces selected here. All right, so this one, because it was a larger one, as I said, it's about 5 by 7, or the Italian equivalent of a 5 by 7. So what we're gonna do is put that right here, and we're just gonna cover the entire card, but I'm gonna trim some off. All right, so I'm gonna use my Cosmic Shimmer Specialist Acrylic Glue. You could use a tape runner for this, whatever your favorite adhesive is for covering a card. I like to get the majority of my glue along the outside edges of the card because that's what gets handled the most, and then just a little bit on the center. And yeah, that's how much glue I use. And then we're gonna turn this over. And I'm gonna place that right there, square it up with 2 sides. Okay, that's all squared up there. So now I'm going to take my shears. These are new for us, you guys. These are Tonic shears or scissors by Tim Holtz. They are awesome. They have a really nice long blade. And we're just going to trim that even with that card. That makes it so easy to cover. There you go. Now I have a little border along the top right there. And this piece right here that I cut off of the top edge, we're going to use it. Okay, we're going to put that right there. And we're not going to use this piece, but we can save it for something else. All right, so now we've got one of these cute little tags with this bunny on it. So let's first glue down our little border that we just used. I'm going to put that right there. And that's just giving a little bit of continuity to the left side of the card because we've got borders going on all the other sides. You wouldn't have to do this, but hey, why not? We trim that off. Let's use it. All right, and we've got our little tag right there. But you know what? I'm going to ink this a little bit with the Friar Brown. There's a little bit of that Friar Brown kind of orangey color in the tile. And because these two colors, the background and the tag, are so similar, I'm just going to take the surface of the ink pad and I'm just going to put that on the edge all the way around. And how I'm doing that is I'm really kind of using the ink pad at an angle, but I'm trying to keep it kind of flat on the surface. So as opposed to doing this, I'm doing this. All right, and you know what? Let's do these little pieces too. Sometimes just doing a little bit of inking on things that you may not think need an ink edge give you a little bit of depth, a little shadow around them, and just sort of makes them look a little more finished, especially when you're cutting something out. Sometimes you get a white edge around it because you didn't cut it right on, like for this one's navy blue. And that's my favorite time, whoops, to use an ink pad, because it covers off all those little bits that you missed. Here we go. Oh, I think I missed one over here. I did. No, that's my scrap. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put some foam tape on this tag. Cut off a little length of that. I like to put some at the top, some at the bottom, some on center. All right, we're going to put that right there. And you see how much better that shows up now that I've inked that edge? All right, and I've also got a little bit of, this is some jute twine. It comes in a pack like this, in this really nice spring green. I just held 2 pieces of twine together and I just tied a bow, just like a shoestring bow, like you would tie your shoes. And I'm going to glue that right there. And I'm doing that now so that can dry while we're doing our next step. All right, so let's put this together. It says, when you cannot find the sunshine, be the sunshine, which I love that. So we're going to take these, put a little bit of glue on them, and because this is foam taped, I've got a little bit of an area where I can just sort of tuck that right under there, and they're going to kind of extend out from underneath the tag. Like that. All right, so now we're kind of getting into, we don't want to cover up our bird too much here. Just want to go into the bird a little bit. It's not going to hurt him. He'll be fine. And this last one, Be the Sunshine, I actually put some foam tape on that ahead of time. And we're going to put that one right there. So that little greeting is kind of going down like that. And then I've also got that one of those little circles that were on there. Wow, it got covered with like fuzzy stuff from my jute. All right, and I just wanted to add like a little bit of dimension, so I'm just putting that like right there. And that's it. There's our card. Now on, you know, kind of second look, I can take some more of my ink and then I can ink the edges. Usually I do this before I put my bow on. There we go. All right, so you guys, we've got a fantastic money saver on this collection. It is on the right-hand side of your screen. If you're watching us on YouTube, don't worry, we have got you covered. If you look below the video in the description box, there is the link that'll take you to this Paper Wishes webisode page. While you're there, a thumbs up is always really appreciated, and subscribe. We do 4 to 5 videos a week, and we wouldn't want you to miss a thing. Don't forget about the Money Saver. It's a great deal on this beautiful collection. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.